24 hours of sun. For that, the coupling of the sectors electricity, mobility and heat is required. How do you manage this? You learn now. Welcome to the booth of Fronius. On my side, I welcome Mr. Leonard Böbeck. He is from the product management of Fronius, and Mr. Böbeck, 24 hours of sun needs sector coupling. What do you have for that as a solution?
Yeah, thanks. Hello, everybody. Sector integration is definitely a credo of Fronius, and the heart and the solution of the whole sector portfolio, sector integration portfolio, is our Chain24 Plus hybrid inverter. The hybrid inverter really can manage 24 hours of sun, because you can couple a DC high voltage storage, which you can see here with our strong partners BYD and LG Energy Solutions, which are now compatible at the moment. Of course, backup power is also a big topic for our customers. Not only sector integration, and the Chain24 offers also two demand-oriented backup power functions. That's on the one hand side the PV point, which is a socket that is supplied during the grid outage up to 3 kilowatt of power single phase. And this works also without the battery. Of course, the sun, there must be power from the sun. That's obvious. And there is another backup scenario, that's the full backup power, and that's a 3-phase backup supply of the entire household. So the customer can choose between the PV point and the full backup. The very energy intense sector mobility, therefore we also have a solution, and that's the Fronius Watt Pilot. The main feature of the Watt Pilot is that it brings the solar excess power to the electric vehicle. And with its single and 3-phase switching of the Watt Pilot, we can really manage to bring more solar energy into the electric car compared to many other products. And that's the USP of our Fronius Watt Pilot. And of course, it's very deeply integrated in the whole Fronius ecosystem and visualized in SolarWeb with all the other components. That's very important.
And to the ecosystem belongs also heat.
Exactly, yes. For the heating sector, of course, we have also a solution. Let's have a look on that. You can see here our Fronius OnPilot. The OnPilot is basically a consumption controller taking every single watts of PV energy and transporting it to a heating rod or any other ohmic load, for example, an infrared panel. So you can really use this PV access from 0 watts on up to 9 kW to use it for the thermal storage sector. That's also very important in combination with a heat pump, for example. That works perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm. And with a view on the storage, some households don't have a storage and they want to add a storage later. Is it possible?
Therefore, we have a very good new solution which I present you now.
Then let's have a look. This looks like a common Fronius Chain24.
Exactly, that's the new Fronius Chain24 without the Plus, so to say, which we will launch end of this year. That's basically the same hardware without the hybrid functions, and this hybrid function, so the battery operation and the full backup power, can be retrofitted at any time. So the big advantage for the end customer is he does not need to take the big investment at the beginning of the PV system and can do an upgrade at any time. If he wants a battery later on, he can retrofit it without to replace the hardware. That was a big problem in the past, that maybe he had a normal string inverter and then he had to replace the inverter when he wants to have a battery. And that's the big cool feature now with the Chain24, that the customer can upgrade it anytime later on. And a very cool, unique feature is that also the Chain24 without the Plus is offering the PV point. So the customer is having a backup power option, single phase, up to 3 kilowatt without the battery storage. Of course, there must be power from the sun, but it's basically the entry ticket in the independence, in the autarky.
And Fronius expand now the production capacity to better the delivery situation.
Exactly. This will be hopefully better in the Q4. How we manage this, I'll show you now on the other wall.
Then let's go there.
Perfect. Yeah, on this wall you can see some pictures of our production in Upper Austria. I know we had some troubles with the availability situation of our Gen24 in the past 2 years. It was a tough time because of some components we couldn't purchase. But now we really expand our production capacities. We nearly doubled the capacities. We extend also the production lines of the Gen24. So now we have 4 production lines, and it will be furthermore. So in the Q4, this situation will be a bit better, and our customers will see far more inverters. It's very important for us that we want to grow in a sustainable and healthy way. We produce every inverter in Austria. The inductive components are coming from the Czech Republic, from a Fronius production site. So we do a very deep value creation. We're doing a PCB population from the development to the production. The integration is very deep. We do not just assemble components. We really do the whole inverter. And that's for that we need people. For that we need manpower and woman power, of course. And so we really try to increase the availability at the Q4.
Yeah. And in this way you are independent from the world market.
Exactly. Independence is a huge thing, of course, from other global markets. We need to be more resilient in Europe, so we want to really also encourage our customers to buy a European produced product, because it is very depending on our energy security in the end of the day.
Thank you, Mr. Böbeck, for this very interesting information. And Fronius has also something for the craftsmen to support them, and this we will have a look now. For the topic of the support for craftsmen, I got Mr. Mühliner on my side. He's also from the product management of Fronius. Mr. Mühliner, how do you support the craftsmen by planning and
we try, with our digital solution, we try to support our installer in the best possible way. So we try to support them in every step of their life cycle. So it starts with the planning. We have our Solar Creator, where he can plan his project and get through a step-by-step instruction through the planning phase. We also have the Solar Start app for commissioning the inverters. So it's an app, I can take it with my phone, so I don't have to put my notebook to do the commissioning for our inverters. As we see here, we have the Fronius Solar Web. It's our monitoring tool, so you can see all the data you need from your inverter to check if something is wrong, or to just visualize the data. And the next step, we have a fleet management. We are still working on it. So an installer with a huge amount of PV systems he has to control, he can do it with that. And the last step is the service process. We try to optimize our service process. So we developed an app, or it's also a web version available, and there you can just go, you get the failure message or the error message, and then you can go a step-by-step instructions through the service case, and you can do it by your own, and you don't have to call our technical support, and you save time, and I think this is a great tool for our installers.
Because you don't have to wait in the hotline.
That's right.
And fleet management sounds like commercial systems. What do you have for that?
Yeah, let's take a look. That's our Fronius Tauro. We have the Fronius Tauro with 50 and 100 kV. It's our flexible commercial inverter, so you can configure the Tauro for your system design. So if you have a problem, or if you have some kind of special system design, you can configure it as you want for your customer needs. In the commercial section, we only have a new product in our portfolio. It's the Smart Meter IP, because we see the need of our customers to connect the smart meter into the network. And with the new smart meter, we have the feature with LAN and VLAN. And so it's the perfect match for our commercial solution.
So you have all for every installation, for every customer.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mühliner, for this very interesting information. And if you want to have more information about Fronius, look at the website.